Hey everybody, Matt Happy Harvest CT here. So we have day 24 of the challenge, and we've been hitting with like a lot of doozies out there with these reusable bags, and I hope you all got your bags now, or at least ordered your bag, or found a local shop to get your bags, right? So really cool things going on with all that. Now today is all about recycling and upcycling. What the heck is upcycling? Heard about recycling? What's upcycling? I'm gonna go over the differences. This might be a little bit longer of a video, so I want to give you that forewarning now. I might talk a little bit, right? And I'm not gonna really go into too many examples because you need to do the research on this on your own. The reason being is because each area, each town waste collection system is different. So just stick with me. You sticking with me? You're leaving. Don't leave. Stay with me. All right. Recycling is just kind of should be seen as like a last resort in our mind. And if you're truly sustainable, it's a last resort. It shouldn't be like, oh, the go-to, we can recycle. Like, oh, this beer can's recyclable. Like, what can you do? Instead of buying all that beer, you can go to a local brewery and fill a growler, right? Like, that should be a last resort. We around here, all right, in again, the US, right, only recycle around 9% of our plastic. This is for numerous reasons. It's because we have no idea what we're doing when we're recycling, because we just throw things in a bin. I agree. I've done it too. Trust me. Right. And metal is a little better at 64%. I think we all know, like, metal is pretty simple. Like, metal doesn't have the number on the bottom and it says number 5 with arrows. Like, what the heck does number 5 with arrows mean? Can't they like teach us that in schools? That's what this is. All right, and Human Landing is going to teach you that. And I'm going to hopefully teach the kids that. I am teaching those kids that in the school. Because what can you recycle? All right. A little over 31% of glass has been recycled. And again, I think we're better with glass. I think we know glass can be recycled. I think glass and cans are like basic. They're normal. It's simple. You throw them in the recycling bin and we're good to go. Plastic is the wishy-washy one. All right. Another reason, and this might bother people, so take it or leave it, but another reason, since the pandemic happened, China is no longer taking our outsourced recyclable. And we do not have the infrastructure set up to really deal with all the recycling that happens here. So we have maybe been doing a good job of recycling. We just don't have anywhere to put it anymore because China was doing most of that. And they put a lot of regulations. As you know, there's a lot of regulations going on in the world. They put one on us, right? It's tough. So throwing things inside. So I'm not going to go specifically over what you can and can't. Like, for example, like if you wash your milk carton, put the cap back on it, like screw the cap back on it, and then recycle it. You're probably like, why? Well, why? That little cap can actually get stuck in the recycling plant as it goes through. So it helps to have it on the recycle, on the bottle. I know, little things like that you never know. Like, exactly. So we're going to kind of keep going on to this. So what you need to do is you need to talk to your waste control system, or whoever picks up your waste management. You need to talk to your town. Like, what can you actually recycle? And spend some time actually learning it. Like, maybe make yourself a little quiz. Make your family a quiz. Like, what can you make a night out of it? However you used to study for whatever you studied for. Like, but take this seriously, because so much, 9% of our plastic is recycled. 9%. That's ridiculous. Come on, we're smart. We're really smart. We're smart. Humans are smart. We could figure this out. We could stop all this. We don't have to buy it, but if we're going to buy it, let's do it right. All right. So talk to your waste management system and see what they collect and don't collect. All right. Some are better than others, and you can always go to your probably town municipality and dump there as well. All right. I can't tell you what the number 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5 are for off the top of my head. I'm going to go do research too. I'm going to put some great resources for you in links in the on the bottom of the YouTube channel, so you can check those out. But again, everywhere is different, and it's literally by town. So I'm not going to go over all that. So just some little hints is Bottle caps can be recycled. Rinse everything. Like, just give it a quick rinse before you recycle it. All right, your cardboard, it can be recycled. Don't worry about taking off all those stickers and things. Like, that can normally be recycled. Normally. Go research, but normally it can be recycled. Another hint on cardboard is use that for your weed control. Weed control. What are you talking about? All right. Gardening. When you garden, I put down a layer of cardboard for my regenerative farming process, which you'll learn in Human Landing if you take those pop-up courses. All right. And that is an example of upcycling. Remember I talked about it in the beginning 5 minutes ago? So upcycling. Upcycling is taking something, all right, that you use. So for example, my bamboo toothbrush. Yes, got a bamboo toothbrush. All right. After I'm done with my bamboo toothbrush, I cut off the head of the toothbrush because that's like the nastier part, right? And then what do you think I do with the stem? I write tomato. And that's what I use as my tomato stake. That's called upcycling. That's getting another use out of something. All right. So that's something we are getting better at through like different shops like Etsy and things like that. We're like upcycling things, but be creative. There's some really creative people out there. Be creative with what you got and how can you upcycle it? All right. Guys, we're not doing a terrible job at recycling. I know a lot of people are trying and we just don't know what to do and it's really complicated. So if you can do anything, ask your waste management companies. I'm actually going to ask mine, All Waste Control. They're like a little two-person unit over in East Haddam, Connecticut, and they are freaking awesome. But I'm going to try to link up with them to put out a little information for the customers they serve on what they can actually recycle with like a video. Because I think a lot of us nowadays learn by like a video, like little infograph, like we're like, oh, we're just gonna throw it out. We won't even recycle it. We're just gonna throw it out. Plus that's not very sustainable. A lot of these companies, guys, aren't, they might not be like understanding how much we don't know. They just think we're lazy, where a lot of people aren't lazy. We just don't understand. Okay. So take some initiative. I want to hear about it. Call these companies and see if you can help. All right. They don't know how to teach you unless you tell them how to teach you. Guys, thank you so much. We are doing a great job. We're making a difference. Love what we're doing. I'm calling you guys my trim wasters now, like the trim wasters, right? All right. Sorry. All right, guys. Thanks. Matt, happy ever CT.